US President Donald Trump has asked for the release of court documents relating to notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. It comes as Donald Trump threatened to sue media tycoon Rupert Murdoch.
Trump administration asks court to release some Epstein documents. The US Justice Department has asked a judge to unseal material related to sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, following intense criticism of the Trump administration's handling of the case. The request concerns transcripts from the grand jury involved in the government's 2019 sex trafficking case against Epstein, materials that are typically kept secret and protected by law. The court filing came as Trump filed a lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal's parent company, Dow Jones, its owner Rupert Murdoch, and two reporters over a story claiming he wrote a bawdy personal note to Epstein in 2003. Trump said the note, which the paper reported he'd sent for Epstein's 50th birthday, is fake. A Dow Jones spokesperson said in a statement to the BBC, "We have full confidence in the rigor and accuracy of our reporting and will vigorously defend against any lawsuit." On Thursday, he ordered Attorney General Pam Bondi to seek the release of documents related to Epstein's secretive grand jury testimony. The Justice Department formally made the request to a judge in New York, arguing the materials related to the case where he was charged with trafficking dozens of girls as young as 14 qualify as a matter of public interest. The department is also asking for disclosures in the case of his associate Ghislaine Maxwell, who was convicted in the child sex trafficking conspiracy. A grand jury, a panel of people who vet whether there is enough evidence to charge a person with a crime, can hear from confidential informants and those whose identities are protected for their safety. Materials in a grand jury are typically kept secret under the law, but a judge can unseal documents if they decide public interest outweighs the need for such legal protections in a case. Either way, it's unclear when or if documents will be released or if they contain many of the details Trump's supporters have been demanding. Also on Friday, Trump filed a 10B, $7.5 billion lawsuit in Miami against Dow Jones, News Corp, and conservative media tycoon Rupert Murdoch. He claims the Wall Street Journal slandered him and violated libel laws in an article alleging that a bawdy birthday greeting bearing Trump's name was sent to Epstein in 2003 before the late financier was charged with sex crimes. "We have just filed a powerhouse lawsuit against everyone involved in publishing the false, malicious, defamatory, fake news article in the useless rag that is the Wall Street Journal," Trump said on social media. "I hope Rupert and his friends are looking forward to the many hours of depositions and testimonies they will have to provide in this case," he added. He said the newspaper and Murdoch, with whom Trump has had an up-and-down relationship for decades, were warned they would be sued if they printed the article. Murdoch, who was seen on Sunday attending the FIFA World Cup with Trump, founded a media empire, which is credited by some with helping propel the president to the White House. According to the Journal, a letter bearing Trump's name contains several lines of typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman, which appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker. Inside the outline of the naked woman was a typewritten note styled as an imaginary conversation between Trump and Epstein, written in the third person. The paper reported it reportedly contains a joking reference that enigmas never age and allegedly ends with the words, "A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." Trump denied writing the note after the article was published on Thursday, posting, "These are not my words, not the way I talk. Also, I don't draw pictures." The developments on Friday came amid a turbulent week for the president as some of his most loyal supporters demanded more transparency and public disclosure in the Epstein case. Some Trump loyalists have even called for Attorney General Bondi to resign after she reversed course on releasing certain documents related to Epstein. Chad Bianco, a Republican sheriff running for California governor, told BBC News that Trump's handling of the Epstein files was not what I was expecting, and that millions of his followers are disappointed. We feel like we're being talked down to like stupid children. Meanwhile, members of Congress are pushing to pass a discharge petition that would force Bondi to release a broad range of materials that the Justice Department has related to Epstein. The effort has brought together some of Congress's fiercest opponents, including Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene and Democrat Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who are both signed on as supporters.